don't give a fuck. All y'all puss ass hoes can line it the fuck up. That fight with Tasika was very unnecessary. You a big old bitch when you fighting and you stomping around talking about
I'm D sweet.
Be a big old bitch when you wrong. Like, come on now. I don't even know who this guy is.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're going to talk about Baddies Caribbean, episode 6, I believe. And this, like I said, I do like the show. There was some stuff that happened in this episode that was just like, eh. To be honest, I felt like all the replacements, they could have kept them all. But the two that they sent home, I got it. But y'all like how much let's get into the video.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, wanted, securing the bag.
Y'all, this weekend we went out for Pride. Last weekend I did Black Pride. This weekend we went out for Pride. I did a couple events, and it was really cute. I went to a rave, girl. I was over here, almost lost my voice. Listen to people I don't know, but it was cute. But yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so we're gonna start off where we left off, where Meatball and Jayla over here going at it. And Meatball is basically saying like, Jayla, you know, you wanna bully somebody, bully me, bully this, like I'm in your face, you doing this, you doing that. And my whole thing with Jayla is I understand that Meatball doesn't get her side of the story, this, that, and the third. But to be honest, Jayla, you punch girls for less. Yeah, you punch girls for less. So my whole thing is like you in Meatball's face, y'all in the face, you yelling, you screaming. And I'm just looking at like, and I remember, I think it was like, Slim was like, oh, I'm happy that they handle like women, this and the third. But I get that. But you punch girls for less, Jayla. And Meatball, you always say you body, you running down on them, running down, doing it. But I'm just like, it's crazy to me, right? But you know, anywho, they solve it. It wasn't nothing deep because they basically saying get her point of view. Jayla explained the POV, which made sense. Biggie, you can't go online talking about I'm about to slap you, and then when you get in somebody's face, you want to explain why you want to slap somebody. Don't
explain to me why you want to slap me. Slap me.
Yeah. So Jayla was making her stand on it, but it was what it was. Nobody wanted to fight. So we skip back over to Natalie, Sapphire, Tink, and Diamond. So they going back and forth, and there was a lot of comments that was made during this little argument that I did not like. So like I said before, I don't know if Tinkerbella was bleaching, did bleach, have bleach. I don't know. Nor am I going to speak on that. Like I saw some people in the comments like, oh yeah, you know, she from Philly, like, you know, she not bleaching, or she using Nigerian soap.
I don't know.
So now it's like, oh yeah, you know, guys, we got to stop all this arguing. Like, are we going to get to like a common resolution? And I'm like, Natalie, girl, go to hell, because this is what you want. Inside, you're over here clapping. Inside, you're just like, that's what you want. So, like I said before in my last video, Diamond's rationale for what she did to Tink just didn't make sense. It's like, oh, I did this to get on the show. Okay. All the other girls didn't do that to get on the show, but it was what it was. Tink basically called Diamond a monkey, then a gorilla, and then talking about, like, you know, then they try to basically like go this colorism route. I didn't like the conversation. I thought that coming out of Tinkerbella's mouth was very much disrespectful, and in the climate that we're in, like, girl, think. But why am I surprised? Like I said, like, rationale in these shows have left the building, right? In the middle of all that, you see Diamond, she gets down on her hands and knees, like, girl, took it too far. She's like, I apologize, girl. I want to be cool. I want to be this. And Tink's like, girl, you can say the apology, but you can touch my ass, da da da. It was, they did it, I guess, for a minute, but it was what it was. We then hop over to Aubrey with her group. And you know, they talk about all the other girls, and then you hear Bianca like, yeah, you know, I shouldn't be doing this shit because my nigga is a millionaire. He's a millionaire, you know, my man is a millionaire.
Idiot. I got a girl. How many times you gonna say that? You would not be here if your man was a millionaire. He's lying to you. His artist just went gold. They got the number one record.
His artist just went gold, and you know they signed a $3 million deal. I'm with Aubrey. I'm with Aubrey. Why is she leaving again? Because for me, I feel like Aubrey gives a POV of the viewer. Like, she's watching it, she's not in it, but she's there. So it's just like someone that's just like she get it, right? So, you know, they all meet up on this hill. Now it's like, yeah, you know, I know we all gotta go out tonight.
I said, here we go.
We all gotta go out to our event tonight. We all trying to get this money. I'm still trying to figure out when they're getting this money because I've seen it once in Baddies West. But what you know? So we're all trying to get this money. We're all trying to do this. We're all trying to do that. There's 45 of us, so you know we really gotta do it big so we can split all the money. So Natalie asked at this time it's the infamous fight night question.
Anybody have to get anything off their chest? Any resolutions? Anybody?
I'm like, Natalie, I'm happy they clocked in the confessionals because, like, girl, you know people want to get some off their chest. I do want to highlight what Bianca said, which made sense. Sapphire, you had all this smoke, you had all this pump on your chest. You had wanted to confront Bianca, you wanted to fight Bianca. You said it's not over. You had 2 chances to really, you know, swap it out, do what you gotta do. I don't condone violence. But you had 2 chances to swap it out and do what you gotta do, but you didn't do that. You stood there just cute and just like,
Fight me. And Natalie said, does anybody have a problem? Does anybody want to fight? And she didn't call me out. She didn't say anything. So.
And you know you got an issue with her, and we know they're gonna fight again on the beach, and it's gonna be some weird shit. But I'm with Bianca on this one. Like, girl, you like I'm not about to. She got the problem with me. So if you want to address it to me, do it. The first one to step up was Big Kiva.
Big Kiva, right?
Big Kiva stood up, and she was just like, look. I was fighting Meatball, and she was like, you jumped into Tink, and I ain't gonna hold you. Baby, when I saw the flashback of Big Kiva swapping them out with Meatball, Big Kiva might have been throwing them. Now, don't get me wrong, because y'all went off on me in the comments about Tommy and... Hold on. Y'all went off in the comments about me versus the Tommy and Natalie fight. I said Natalie did her big one. That's why I said... I can admit when I'm wrong. Look, I didn't see the guy holding Tommy's hand towards the end of the fight. I didn't see that. I did see them uppercuts. I did see them uppercuts. We saw also the uppercuts. But like I said in those videos, last episode, I said Tommy won damn near all those fights besides the uppercuts. Like, y'all, I get it. Natalie did not do her big one. Anyway. Y'all came, y'all was like,
She didn't do her big one. Nelly didn't do her big one. Are you blind?
I'm like, goddamn, got it. Back to the scheduled plan. So Big Kiva calls out, you know, Tink. She's like, look, you know, after we're gonna do this, we're gonna swap them out and we're gonna hug because it's not that deep, but I want my lip back. Cool, I have no issue with that. Like, she's like, you know, cool. So they throw this set up, then all of a sudden, Big Kiva won. Okay, Big Kiva won that one. I ain't got. So after they swapped them out, it was what it was. Diamond the Body walks up and she's like, look, Slim, Dia, I got an issue with y'all. I feel like y'all followers. So they're like, okay. She was like, I feel like y'all were over here trying to dick ride Tink with the situation between us. And like I said before in episode 4, Diamond, you didn't like the response because you thought somebody was going to be on that ratchet, ignorant shit that you were on. That I'm going to fight every time because I'm going to avenge my wig because I snatched her wig. I got also on the show. It didn't make sense. Like, the rationale behind it didn't make no fucking sense. So you're trying to excuse your actions by, oh, well, you know, we are on the show. Girl, that don't mean nothing. Girl, it's still, you still snuck that girl and she still got her lick back. Period. Right? So... I think who first fought was Dia. So Dia stood up. She's like, look, I'm the only Caribbean girl here. So I'm repping my people. I'm repping my city. I'm repping my country. I'm repping all of that. So but in the midst of her doing her monologue, because she was the only one talking, in the midst of her doing her monologue, Diamond just flinched. So Dia flinched and they started woo 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 woo.
Miss Dia, ma'am, why did we do a 360 spin?
Dia lost, obviously. And then, you know, Diamond's still popping it. So Slim walks up. She's like, girl, you got an issue with me for what? So Slim goes in on Diamond and she get a good, Slim got a good one. I ain't gonna, Slim got a good one on that one. But then Tink was like, okay, let's go. And she was like, and Diamond's basically like, we just made up, so I'm just confused on why you over here trying to, like, you know, fight me right now. But it is what, let's do it. So Tink and Diamond fight. And at this point, I know, I know Diamond's tired, right? But yeah, that was that. Big Kiva. Dia went to Noo-noo. And Noo-noo, I love her little ball. That was cute. So Noo-noo, mind you, how the whole setup is, you got originals, replacements on this side, right? And you got Wendell Lee, Heaven, Big Kiva, J.O., and Noo-noo. So Noo-noo get caught up by Dia. She just said, look, I didn't like the fact that I was fighting Gretch, and you came over and you snuck me. That's why old girl had to handle you. So Noo-noo was like, okay, it is what it is, because she asked her, why did you do that? And she was like, girl, I wanted your spot. So it is what it is, and if you want to get your lick back, let me know. And I don't know why it was funny. Dia was like, I want to get my lick back.
No, I did you dirty, so I'm asking you, did you want your lick back, or is it good? That's it. I like my lick back. All right, hold on, wait, bitch.
I was like, girl, do it. I don't get no violence. Noo-noo ripped her wig off. Noo-noo took some earrings off. Noo-noo put her vape down. And put the vape down. Honestly, truly. Okay. So she put the vape down. And then Dia got tore to pieces. Dia, it's called Pick Your Battles for a reason.
She fucked her up.
Girl. And she was like, I don't care, I can't fight. I'm going to defend myself. I'm going to stand for my country. And this, that, and the third. I'm the only Caribbean here. Girl, you could still get sent home. Like, what are we talking about? And to be honest, I'm over it. Because I feel like Dia has this sense of, I guess she's like, I'm the only Caribbean here. It's like they go to London, like next it would be Baddies UK or some shit. It's like they go over there and somebody's like, I'm from the UK.
I don't give a fuck
About none of that. I really don't. Okay, you're from the Caribbean. Cool. What else? You gotta be something more than that. Girl, I haven't heard about your music. Haven't heard about your family life. Haven't heard about your personal life. I just heard about I'm from the Caribbean. Okay. So is Wendell Lee. So after all that, Natalie's just
like, oh my God, like, y'all, is anybody else trying to fight? We really got to get to the club. Like, we're wasting all this time. We got to get to the club.
I'm like, Natalie, this is what you want. You piss me off every time. Natalie pissed me off. I'm like, girl, you know you want this. You want it. You wanted them girls. You want that chaos confusion because you're like, girl. That's Natalie. That's Natalie, right? So Natalie's like, look, okay, we got to pick who come into the house. So the first person they pick, Aubrey come out. She's like,
look, Natalie, it's my last night. It's my last night here. And there's always a bitch that's trying to play games. You, Natalie, you're trying to play games. Throw your fucking hands up.
I said, Aubrey. Because Aubrey was like, look, I'm from the Bay. I could really do this, but I'm older now. She did her little monologue. They over here doing all this. It was cute. I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm just like, Aubrey, come on. Because like I said, I told 2 reviews ago, I said, Aubrey, in no confessionals, you were doing your thing. Aubrey was doing her thing. Shout out to her. But remember, you talking shit about Tommy. Tommy really ain't one of them. Aubrey's like, look, I think who deserves a spot is Big Kiva. I don't know why I call her say her name like that, but I'm gonna say Big Kiva all the time. So Big Kiva get her spot. She's like, yeah, what's up? Got my spot, blah, blah, blah. So then after Big Kiva, it was who was it? It was JL. Now JL really didn't do too much, but baby, I saw the flashback of JL just boom, 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 boom. I wouldn't want to play with JL either. To be honest, I would have sent JL home. Like, girl, you dangerous. I can't do you. No, ma'am. Them hands registered. I can't. JL is one of them. She one of them. Okay. I can't play with her. After that was Noo-noo. And Dia felt some type of way because she's like, all I know from you is that you're Antonio Brown's baby mama. But why you on this show? Da, 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 da. And I'm like, Dia, the same reason why you on the show. Publicity, exposure, clout, the bag. And then was there another person? I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. So Wendell Lee and Heaven are sent home, and I'm happy they're sent home and they didn't build this up to like who's gonna get sent home, who's gonna leave, and nobody leaves. No, bye. Wendell Lee, I think she's a beautiful woman, stunning. I actually listened to her music, like her music. However, I mean, I didn't need for her to fight, but she could have spoke up more. And that's what it was. You faded into the background. You didn't say too much. We're on the opposite with Heaven. Out of the girls that really, that got picked, I feel like Heaven was the weakest link out of the four other girls. So it was what it was. So we transport over and we see, you know, Mariah, Taseki, Callie, Biggie all gonna meet with Tommy. So Tommy's basically saying like, look, it's my last night. I'm not here for this bullshit. It was what it was. Natalie knows she got work. Natalie's a weirdo. Natalie's this, Natalie's that. We know that they got beef. Cool. It's probably gonna be forever. Got it. So my whole thing with Biggie is I'm just like, I'm gonna talk about it towards the end, but with Biggie, you know, she's going back and forth. They talk about Natalie, they doing their thing. Cool. Callie, you know, she's giving her own comments. The thing I found interesting was Mariah. Mariah, if you felt so uncomfortable and you felt this indebted loyalty to Natalie, then why the fuck did you go? 1, 2, then why the fuck you get up? If you felt some type of way and they talk about your friend, you could have spoke up in a moment and said, look, I don't feel comfortable with y'all talking about my friend, but you sat there and didn't say nothing. So what's the difference between you contribute to the conversation talking shit, or you're allowing someone to talk shit about your friend in your presence? What's the difference between it? I want to know. Because you allowed them to talk shit about your friend. But then when it was Taseki, you're like, oh, this is my friend. I stand for my friend. No, you don't. You pick and choose because you knew in that moment it was 4 girls in there that would have wore you low. So you sat there eating your mashed potatoes, eating your food, and didn't say nothing. But you said you stood for your friend.
How?
I get a Chardonnay. So I'm not really paying attention to most of the conversation that Biggie and Tommy are having because it's really pertaining to Nat.
I ride for Natalie. I just don't want to contribute to the conversation. If that was my friend, I don't care win, lose, or draw. A bitch ain't ever going to talk shit about my friend in my presence. Ever. Sorry. I'm like, oh, you know, I'm uncomfortable with this. I'm going to remove myself and I'm going to let y'all do your thing. It was nice meeting you, Tommy. You know, you look beautiful tonight. It was what it was. It would have pumped it up the street. No, that's just not how I get down. But I mean, Mariah, we'll see, I guess. But Tommy gifts Biggie with a necklace. It was pearls. You know, shout out to her. Hopefully, like, the friendship is going to be genuine. But Tommy, in her confessional, she says, like, and she's like, yeah, you know, I don't fuck with these bitches. At the end of the day, they don't do what I do. They do the same thing. They trying to be me. I'm not trying to be them. It was what it was. Like, fuck all these bitches. And for me, when she say all, hopefully, I wish she could communicate, like, excluding Biggie. Because if she fuck with Biggie the way she do, cool. But when she say, like, oh, I don't fuck with all of them, it makes me think that she talking about Biggie too. But maybe she just meant excluding Biggie.
Coke in my life. So yeah, we carrying on with this shit, but this shit was last year. Yeah, get the fuck on.
You know, Tommy had to been talking hella reckless for aunties in the back to get up and walk away. Tommy, you don't have to do them like that. You ain't right. You ain't right.
Back at the house, Natalie has all the girls plus the, you know, the replacement girls, and you know, they're over here just chilling, right? And they're all talking about, well, you know, there was some girls that went to go see Tommy. I'm not feeling right about this. I don't know about this. I just think it's kind of weird, and I want to see what's really going on. Da da da. Natalie, girl, you're executive producer, so you know that the girls were going to see Biggie. Was going to see Tommy. Like, stop playing. The girls walk in. Callie, well, not Callie, but Biggie, Taseki, Mariah. They all walk in and they start hugging all the girls. Hug, 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 hug. Taseki get to Jelly. So Jelly looked like she was smiling, like about to hug her. One, girl, are you crazy? Y'all just fought like twice. Not that type of party. But she get up and Taseki just bah, wow. Jelly fall on the ground. She confused. All this stuff. It's mayhem. Mayhem, I tell you, mayhem. So that happened. All the girls like, what is going on? Why you hear her? She was like, girl, throw your setup. You already know what's going on. You already know what time it is. You already know. And Jelly in the confession like, girl, like, I wasn't even on that. And I don't even know your man. I don't care about your man. But you always hear all the time about eat with your big back ass. Jelly basically asked, like Taseki why, you know, she ran up on her. You know, Taseki already told you, eat. Okay, we got it. Talk about her man. Like I told you, I didn't agree with it. Then it addressed to Mariah. Mariah was like, I defend my friend, I stand for my friend. We already just talked about how Mariah already moved weird. So it's just
Taseki couldn't get to her. So what was your problem with me? Couldn't get to you and you was talking shit to my bitch. I fight with my friend too. Yeah, I get it.
When I tell you Mariah would have had a fade if I was Jelly, because girl, you talking about, oh, I did it and sitting calm. Jelly, I get you probably there just to have a good time. But baby, Mariah would have seen me.
It's weird how she attached herself to Taseki because nothing has happened for her. Maybe it was off screen. I don't know. But even last year when she hit, who was it? Marsh or the other girl? Like, nothing has happened between y'all for you to ride for her like that. So it was kind of weird to see how she's like, that's my girl, that's my homie.
Okay.
But you know, it was what it was. But you know, Biggie and Natalie get into it because Natalie basically tells Biggie, like, look, I feel like it's weird that you over here hung up with Tommy, this, that, and the third. Like, you over here with my ops, this, that, and the third. And I'm happy Biggie's like, look, I didn't say anything that I wouldn't say to your face. She was like, I feel like you over here are a puppeteer. I feel like you over here set up scenes. I feel like you do, like, you slimy. You over here fake. You over here say one thing to my face and you do another thing behind my back. All this stuff. My whole thing is this, Biggie. I like you. You already know this, right? The thing about it is that, Biggie, you begged for it, right? You begged for Natalie's attention. You begged for Natalie's friendship. You begged for Natalie to want to see you as like an equal or one of her girls. But now you over here sitting around talking shit about Natalie to Tommy. For me, the parallel doesn't make sense. Like, either you want to be Natalie's friend or not. I think that's my perspective on the situation with Biggie. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's it, right? But at the end of the episode, they go out, they start handing money to people at the club, which I thought was a bad idea, but they figured that out. But you know, it was a cute ending to, you know, Barbados, and now they're about to go to Puerto Rico. So, you know, Big Rich, she about to come back into the building. Hopefully she realized the girl, change your vocabulary because it's not working out for you. But next episode, it looked like her and Meatball about to go at it, and baby, that ending clip when Meatball says whoop, girl, y'all through side base. Right. But y'all like, comment, subscribe, put down in the comments what you think. Who won of the YouTube, come on out, don't hate me, please let me monetize this. Who y'all think won the fights? Okay, did y'all agree with the assessment? Maybe I was wrong. I feel like I be clocking Mariah. She easy to clock. But y'all, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Brian Keith, LG, Black Butte. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a guy stop a y'all and break your ear here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It tastes sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes sour cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around cause I excite ya. Let me talk real quick. You can't even get with the shit. You wanna go toe to toe with my flow? This American all I really ask you for. Now I got to go. Got.